In this video, we're going to work a little bit with energy, right, with our own energy, and then we'll get into two really nice restorative poses. So you're going to need, if you have it, a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you could grab a pillow from your bed or a couple of throw pillows from the couch. And a block, if you don't have a block, you could use a couple of books, or again, you could stack up some pillows from the couch. So I'm going to sit on my block. If you'd like to, you can do that too. I'm going to sit with my legs crossed. If you're more comfortable, you could sit on your shins. Right, and then once you feel comfortable, just bring your hands onto your knees. Invite you to close your eyes if you would like to, otherwise just focusing your gaze out in front of you. And start to feel your sitting bones, right, rooting down into the ground, feeling like you can connect to this sense of earth energy. You can maybe even visualize these long roots growing down into the earth. Let your knees drop. And then from that place of feeling grounded through the lower body, you're going to start to lift and lengthen through your waist, like you could grow just a little bit taller through the waist. And as you find that length, you'll let your shoulders drop and lift up through the crown of the head. So you should feel the natural curves through the spine. And just inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Nice soft breath. You don't have to change the breath in any way, just watching. And then you're going to take your hands together, start to rub your palms together. So you're building up a little bit of heat between your hands. And then you'll place one hand onto your heart and the other hand onto your abdomen, maybe over the belly button, just above or below the belly button, wherever it feels most comfortable for you. And just feeling the warmth of your hands on your body. You might feel the breath here, right? How the hands lift as you inhale and how the hands drop as you exhale. And now take your hands together again, rub your palms together. Again, building up that sense of warmth, of heat between the hands. And then place both hands over your abdomen, maybe one above the other, or you can have them hands side to side. And feeling any sensations here as you breathe. This sense of putting the hands on the body can feel really grounding. If we feel agitated or if our thoughts are busy, it's a very nice practice just to place the hands on the body. And then take your hands together again, rub your palms together. And this time placing both hands over your heart, right, the heart chakra. And noticing what, if anything, that you feel here. Just let go of any thoughts. You might notice certain things arise, but if there's anything you're particularly thinking about or any plans for later or anything you have to do later, just allowing all that to drift to one side and connecting to your heart center. And then take your hands together again. Rub your palms together. And now place one hand onto your heart, the other hand over your forehead. And that hand on the head is very soothing, right, and calming. In the chakra system, the forehead, or the third eye, is also associated with intuition. And then bring your hands together again, rub your palms together. And then you're going to take your hands now, cup your hands, place them over your eyes. And just noticing what you feel here. And then last time, bring your hands together. Rub your palms together. Now, without thinking too hard about it, just going to take your hands anywhere that you'd like to on your body that could use just a bit of extra energy, extra attention today. Feeling the warmth of the hands wherever your hands land, and just breathing into that sense of warmth, energy. When you're ready, just slide your hands back to your knees. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open your eyes. I'm going to shift now into a forward bend. And we're actually going to use the block. And we're going to rest the head in the hands with the elbows on the block. So coming to that, back to that sense of hands on the body and feeling the energy. So your choice, you could take the legs out into a wide straddle, or you can keep the legs a little bit closer together. If you find that you're rounding back, right, if you're kind of leaning back and it's harder to sit up here, you might sit up on the edge of a blanket if you have it, or on the edge of a pillow, or even on the edge of your bolster if you have that. So I'm going to take my block to the highest height. So you're not coming into the deepest forward bend. I'm going to have my feet, my legs not quite in the straddle, not quite mat width, a little bit wider than that. Right? And then you'll come forward, allow your back to round, bring your elbows onto the block, and rest your head in your hands. And you'll definitely feel, or probably feel, right, the stretch in the back of the legs, but don't be so concerned about the deep hamstring stretch. And you can find a little bit of rounding through the back. Let your hands take the weight of your head. And soft breath here, right? As you feel the curve of the back, feel like the breath can just move into the spaces in the back body, sitting bones rooting down. And if you find you need to be stacked up a little higher with the block after we've been here for a few moments, you could always add another block, or you could add a pillow on top of the block. So adjust the props to meet you, right? With restorative, you're always looking for the props to meet you where you are, rather than you trying to reach the props. And just like we did with that energy practice, just feeling the warmth of your hands on your forehead. Feeling the connection to your own energy, your own healing energy. And start to feel the heaviness of your head and your hands. Feel that sense again of being rooted or grounded through the sitting bones, through the legs. And keep your head bowing forward, but bring your hands down to the ground on either side of your props. Just take a moment there. You can press down into your hands, head heavy. And keeping the head heavy, start to walk your fingertips back, roll up through your spine, head and neck. Coming up last, coming up to sit. All right, so we're going to transition into Shavasana. So if you have your bolster or your pillows, if you're using those, or couch cushions, you can grab that. It's going to come under backs of your knees. You'll see where you like it the most. It could be catching the backs of the thighs or the thighs and the knees, or a little bit lower down. And you'll come down onto your forearms and just nice and slowly lower yourself down to the ground. You can have the arms out by your sides. You could have your arms closer in by your sides. Or suggestion today might be to bring your hands onto your abdomen, just like we were doing earlier in our practice, and just feeling the breath here. Like all of these restorative shapes, if there's anything that you need to do to get more comfortable, if you need to shift around a little, if you need to adjust the position of the bolster, go ahead and do that. And then once you feel like you're settled, just feeling the breath again, right? Watching it flow in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Feel the warmth of your hands on your abdomen. And let go of any holding or control with the breath. The breath becomes soft. Begin to feel your body on the ground. Let's feel the support, the backs of the knees. And start to notice your breath, the soft inhalation, the soft exhalation. And then bend your right knee. You can step your foot to your bolster, bend your left knee, step your left foot to the bolster. And just pause there. And then bring your knees into your chest. Hold on to your shins and just rock a little bit side to side. And then roll over onto your right side, and you'll pause, right? No hurry to come up. If your eyes are closed, keep your eyes closed, and come up to sit. Just come back to sit in a cross-legged position, or you can sit on your shins. And just have your hands on your knees and eyes closed or gaze out in front of you. And bring your hands together, rub your palms together. Place one hand onto your heart, the other hand over your belly button, or just above your belly button. And then drop your hands down onto your knees. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed this energy practice today and that maybe you incorporate some of the different hand positions into your practice, into your life. And I'll see you next time.